EA doesn't control her legal age daughter. I figured this was a good enough place to start. If you know of any other subs to put this in, please let me know. So, previously I wrote a story about my cousin, Ruby's vacation with her mother and brothers. Recently, my aunt decided to go to my dad about something incredibly petty. Ruby, cousin, 18. Me, obviously. Lily, EA, early 40s. Jackson, MD, mid-40s. Opal, grandmother. So some backstory. Lily has held a grudge against my mother for 10 years and one against my grandmother for about 5. This has included cutting off all contact with both, not allowing her children to see Opal, and not even discussing Opal or my mother. A couple weeks ago I was talking to Ruby and mentioned how Opal wasn't doing well, that she was falling a lot more, getting hurt, just old age, you know? Ruby is legally an adult and therefore can make her own choices without Lily affecting her decisions. It's important to note, I offered to give Ruby Opal's number and I was the one who initially put them in contact with one another. I'm overseas right now and I don't know when I'll be back in that area, so I felt Opal needed the reminder that her grandchildren do love her. So Ruby reached out to her and they spent a couple of hours just talking and catching up. When Ruby mentioned that she had a girlfriend, not a boyfriend, all Opal said was, "You should come up here to visit me. I'd love to meet her." Ruby made the, I'm sure very difficult, decision to tell Lily she was talking with Opal so it wouldn't be a shock later. Lily had her fit, got uppity about not wanting to discuss Opal, and it seemed to be the end of it. But, dear readers, we all know it wasn't. To about a week and a half later, I'm at work, dead tired, and I get a message from my dad, Jackson. Jackson tells me vaguely that Lily contacted him. My feelers immediately went up and I casually talked with him about it. When I asked him what happened, I got a near fall. Basically about you possibly giving grandma info or Ruby's info and she wants nothing to do or anything about her given to her. I normally wouldn't have cared since I try to wash my hands of that, but as I pointed out to Jackson, great. And my response is, Ruby is 18, she's legally allowed to do whatever TF she wants. Ruby already told me about all that, and we both agreed it was never going to be mentioned again. The rest of the conversation was us discussing Lily, but looking back, I can't stand this woman sometimes. She went to my father and bitched about what my cousin did because I was trying to help my cousin. The problem now is, if I think too much about it, I start to feel a little guilty. Next post. Wash your hands please. It seems that the cafe I work at attracts the crazy ones. For backstory, I work at a cafe that's doing takeout only and having employees wear masks in compliance with city and provincial orders right now, and for the most part we're doing pretty well. We've even got to the point of where we hired one new employee to deal with the upcoming summer increase that we think is coming. The person we hired though was a huge mistake. We live in an area where it's just where the wealthier and normal areas of the city meet, so we see a lot of both kinds of people in here. It just so turns out that this 16-year-old new employee fell within the wealthier side. As usual, K is entitled kid, EM entitled mom, me, man is manager. We start our story off on EK's first day in after his telephone interview. I'm in the front getting ready to work and ready to train him when EK comes out into the front espresso bar rather quick, and wearing his mask improperly with his nose not covered and his upper lip basically hanging out. Me, first, you need to fix your mask, and second, did you wash your hands? Checking his phone, I washed my hands at home. Me, okay, the rules here, even if there wasn't a pandemic, are that you wash your hands before starting work. And put your phone away, no phones while you're up front. EK, looking up from his phone, huh? Me, go wash your hands and fix your mask. EK, giving me the evil eye, no, I washed my hands at home. What, do you think I'm infected? Me, pointing to the health authority sign, just wash your hands, please. EK, I washed them at home. Why am I gonna do it again? Man, cleaning parts of an espresso machine. EK, you need to wash your hands and wear your mask properly. over your mouth and nose. At that point EK grumbles and trudges over to the hand wash sink. Out of the corner of my eye I see him just wet his hands, shake them dry and come back. Manager seemed to see much more than that. Man, speaking in her patented mom voice, wash your hands properly please. Water and soap for 20 seconds. EK, fuck you. Man, dropping all politeness, you're fired. EK, wide-eyed and shocked, what? Man, you're fired. Return your apron please and get out. EK, now angry, what? 'Cause I won't waste water and soap. Man, frustrated herself, because you're being disrespectful, not only to me but to other employees. I'm not going to tolerate. EK, seriously? You're gonna be that guy? Man, yes, I am. Now get out. EK threw his apron on the ground and stormed out, but not before giving everyone the finger and yelling some racial slurs at manager and promising we'd be hearing from him. Later that day we got an angry phone call from his mother. I was lucky enough to be in the office when the call came in, and manager was nice enough to put it on speakerphone. It starts midway through the call below. So you better have a good reason for firing Ek without giving him a reason. Man, I did. Did he tell you? Yes, he did, but I don't accept it. Man, silent for a few seconds before speaking, well? Man, what did he tell you? That you fired him for not washing his hands. Man, he was also highly disrespectful towards me and the barista trying to train him, and he called me a racial slur on the way out in front of a group of customers. So what? Man, I'm not about to tolerate that kind of thing in my cafe. If someone else hires him, fine by me, but I'm going to be warning the other business owners in the area about him. That's libel. Man, then sue me. But I'm pretty sure no one will want him if he acts like that with them. Getting higher pitched in tone, you're gonna regret that. Man, my son is in culinary sciences at school. Man, he's already a culinary prodigy. Man, and a racist. He's gonna get hired at another cafe. Man, not after they hear. And that cafe's gonna drive you out of business. Man, okay. Silent for a few seconds, why aren't you scared? I know how hard things are with the Chinese flu right now. I bet you're gonna go bankrupt in the next few days. Man, this conversation is over. What? Man, my decision is final. Your son is fired. No. Man, I'll be alerting all businesses about your son. No you will not, you racist slur. At that point manager reached over and just hung out without saying anything else. We disconnected the phone for the rest of the day, and while we haven't heard anything directly from EM or EK, other businesses have been alerted, and we've already heard that EK has tried to apply at other places, and none of them have hired him on manager's advice. Next post. Teaching entitled students, the only child. I am back with another entitlement tale from the classroom. Entitled mom. Entitled student. OP, me. This student was an entitled only child. This was during my music years, after my music prodigy student was in first grade and was an entitled student. She believed she had all kind of allergies and sicknesses because her mom told her so. She would come to class and tell me she could not sit next to specific students because her mom told her she didn't have to. She would tell me she didn't have to sing if she didn't want to because her mom told her she didn't have to. If we played a game in class and she lost, she would stomp her foot and get mad and say she was not playing anymore. It became a literal tug of war in class with her every day. One day Tess walks into music class with a set of headphones. The really big noise-cancelling ones. Now, these are normal for students with exceptionalities or sensory issue, but she had neither of those, at least not from what the testing could tell at her age. Not to mention they were her own pair from home, not the ones we provided at the school. OP, I see you have headphones today? ES, yes, I do. OP, can you share with me why you have those today? ES, my ears hurt because this class is too noisy and my mom said I could wear them and just sit down. We had issues with her not wanting to do the Christmas concert too. OP, well if you just sit down and don't practice, then you won't be able to sing during the spring concert. ES, you can't do that, we are allowed to sing at the concert. OP, it is your choice. You can sit out with your headphones and not sing, or you can practice with the rest of us and sing. ES was not happy and put the headphones over her ears and sat out the whole class time. Trying to be proactive because we had a similar issue at Christmas, I emailed the EM telling her all about the situation. This was her response. EM, I already know what happened, ES already told me. If ES says her ears hurt from noise, you need to accommodate her and let her wear the headphones. She is an easy child and you're making it harder by not helping her when she needs it. She has already told me she doesn't want to sing in music anymore or for the concert, and I fully support her. If you could just give her something else to do during music class, like reading or drawing, that would be great. Thanks. I guess I wasn't aware of the option to pick and choose what your elementary student does in school. Silly me. I took it to my admin, the one who had already dealt with music prodigy kid from my other Reddit post, to which she had grown tired of these situations. Her response was, well, if she wants her child to do something else, we will let her do something else. We ended up gathering all the items that needed to be deep cleaned from the class, like caddies, utensils, chairs, etc. When the next class time came, we told ES that because she didn't want to sing anymore, she would sit in the admin's office and clean for 45 minutes. EM ended up calling, which we knew she would, and telling us how unprofessional and wrong it was to have her child cleaning during school hours. We informed her that, by her own admission, she supported her ES choice to not sing, and we accommodated her by giving her something to do appropriate to her level of learning. ES begrudgingly sang for the rest of the year. She was a nightmare at the actual spring concert. Once her class had sang their pieces, ES was sitting with her mom in the audience, who let her roll under the seats to the stage. When asked to get her child, she responded with, if she is happy, that's all I care about. We ended up taking ES to the back of the gym in between songs, to which her mom got up and left with her. Thank you for watching, my dudes. I will be posting on the weekdays only, so I have the weekend to edit videos. Question of the day, what is your favorite subreddit? See you next video.